so we're making the Windows 7 and it's already there. VMware. I need some water. It actually launches the setup. Okay, this is what it looks like. It looks like a normal Windows 7 setup that you might expect. I finished drinking water, by the way. Get off my desk. Also, I'm going to make a post when I finish this video. Also, this Windows 7 is good. I'm going to make a post after I finish this video to say if you like water or not. First, I need to make my display a little more up. That's the problem here. Also, I need to throw that to the trash. I need to go to the bathroom right now. One average Windows 7 setup later. skip the setup. Your Windows 7 PC is out of support. No, it's not out of support. Public network, close. We have all of the latest updates installed. Subsystem for Unix-based applications. Windows 7 is updated. Yay, it's Windows 7, but better. Yeah. I love Windows 7 being updated. Install VMware Tools is grayed out. Are you kidding me? And let's check the update list. Control panel. Programs. View installed updates. Okay. There's so many. There's Internet Explorer 11. How is there an update literally called Internet Explorer 11? What the heck? And let's connect our network drive. Computer, add a network location. Choose, okay. That shortcut will open. This. Next. And it doesn't. Okay. Add network location. Doesn't want to work in Windows 7. It's a bug. Kind of. It's a bug. I don't know why. But it's enhanced 7. All the installed updates actually installed from all my stuff. Kernel mode driver framework. What? It doesn't want to work. Windows Shell Web Services? Fine, let's do it through CMD. CMD? CMD. CMD. Run as admin. Yes. NetUse. NetUse Z. Desktop P073. PQP E. Will it work? Would CMD freeze? Enter the username. Yes. Will it actually connect? Will it? Okay. Let's do something in here. Is this usable? Kind of. Yes. VMware Tools will overlay work and enable Arrow. But But arrow is slow. Why is it H backspace? G backspace. Why is it as angry as an Enderman? What are you doing? Enter the username for desktop PO73 Pickwip Rian. Enter the password for desktop PO73 Pickwip. No, I won't show it to you. Because don't add him into my computer. Why did I say my mind? Chat uses Windows 11. Are you kidding me? This won't work. 7-Eleven. Select. Because it refuses to connect. Font. 10 by 18. Layout. $54.60, $84.95, $23.45, $34.25. Don't let the system position the window. 8932, $34.25. No, there's not. What happens if I change this? Get device information from the internet. No. Add a device. Speakers. Computer. Game controller. Other. Bluetooth. Other. Computer. Bluetooth. Computer. Game controller. Connecting to device. No way it would even connect to my PS5 controller. I think it doesn't even connect because it's Windows 7. Oh no. It doesn't work. 0x8007015. What? What do you mean? Internet. No. Do not. Ryan. And it doesn't want a network share. The specified network password is not correct? What do you mean it's incorrect? Do I need to host it on local? I need to download and install. What? Extended security update? No. No way. I need to do that real quick. Taskbar settings. Home. Let's go to update and security. Windows. Enroll now. Windows 11? No, I don't want Windows 11. Enroll in extended security updates. Next. Free. Yeah, I'm not an organization because I have OneDrive and enroll. Finally. October 13th, 2026. Done. We're done with Windows 10. We need Windows 7 instead of. Okay. Let's download and install local. Download. Local. I need local so I can do WordPress to host my web server. Oh, I need removable devices. Fine. Fine, fine, and fine. Rancher Zlimbuk stomach. I can't do that. I can't connect. Oh no. Do you want me to pay $100 just to install Ableton? Ableton? I killed a cockroach and it's still not going. Why does it take... Are you kidding me? How did I cancel the operation? Why are you so complicated? Why are you making things complicated? What are you doing now? Net use. If I see enter the username for desktop system link. I will hide my thing. It doesn't exist. same thing happens with Windows 7. Net use. Organization restriction. No, you're wrong. You're lying. Microsoft website. Website. Download center. Windows, Windows, Windows. Windows 11. Windows 11. track of your downloads and favorites. What? What do you mean by favorites? I saw some British favorite. Privacy terms. Privacy terms. Privacy terms. Privacy terms. What is Windows? Tresharius? What is Tresharius? What is Tresharius? Don't know. Glue up cake? Still no. Ten dot 0.19045.6456. Yeah, it is the latest build of Windows 10 that exists on my PC. Are you kidding me? What are you? Oof. Typo list.
Find the 10 errors. Find the 10 errors.
You may not have noticed, but throughout Minecraft's history, this little texture has been on a wild ride. It was first added in the 1.8 update, when the enchanting table was changed to consume lapis lazuli. Then in the snapshots for the 1.18 update, it was changed to this, losing some of its detail. Doesn't seem that crazy, right? Well, then in the official 1.18 release, they changed the texture to this, which is just a completely desaturated version of the lapis lazuli texture. You'd think it would end there and that Mojang was finally happy with how this one tiny texture looks. Well, guess again. In update 1.20.2, Mojang decided to revert it back to how it looked during the 1.18 snapshots, ending up with the version of the texture that had the least detail. We'll have to see if they're actually happy.
If you don't upgrade your iPhone every year, you're broke. Oh, what phone is that? Oh, I think it's the 15 Pro. Ew, what are you, broke? It's a 2-year-old phone. It's 3 years old. And what's the f***ing difference? They look the exact same.
Hey, can I play one of your Mario games? Sure, you can delete my save files too. Gotcha, hit erase, so simple. Hey, can I delete your Animal Crossing save file? Okay, but to do it, talk to this raccoon for a little bit. He'll walk you through it. Huh, not as easy as Mario. Yo, can I play that Pokemon game over there? I don't see why not. Oh, but you already have a save file. So, how do I delete it? Isn't there a delete button? I don't see it. Let me look it up. It should be way easier. Oh, hold up on the D-pad, X and B. Why? Hey, can I play one of your Mario games?
This trap is gonna shock you. Everyone knows that when you build a base underground, you place water at the bottom so you can easily survive the fall. But if other players find your base, they'll also be able to survive and steal all your stuff. So you need to use something that you can survive, but other players can't, which makes powder snow perfect. Powder snow can only be walked on if the player is wearing leather boots. But most people just wear better armor, and it can be annoying to have to carry leather boots all the time. But luckily, you don't need them. If you hold space when landing on powder snow, you'll jump a little bit when you touch the block. And since most people don't know this, you can easily access your base by holding, jump, and moving. But anyone else will fall through to the Your Drip stone trap or lava you put underneath. This trap is gonna shock you. Everyone knows that when you build a base underground, you place water at the bottom so you can easily survive the fall. But if other players find your base, they'll also be able to survive and steal all your stuff. So you need to use something that you can survive, but other players can't, which makes powder snow perfect. Powder snow can only be walked on if the player is wearing leather boots. But most people just wear better armor, and it can be annoying to have to carry leather boots all the time. But luckily, you don't need them. If you hold space when landing on powder snow, you'll jump a little bit when you touch the block. And since most people don't know this, you can easily access your base by holding, jump, and moving. But anyone else will fall through to the Your Drip stone trap or lava you put underneath. This trap is gonna shock you. Everyone knows that when you build a base underground, you place water at the bottom so you can easily survive the fall. But if other players find
You think your nether base keeps you safe until a gas shoots fireballs and destroys it. So you rebuild using blast-proof cobblestone, but a magma cube comes over and jumps on top. So you add a second floor and stone walls, but then a piglin starts shooting arrows at you. So you build 3 more floors and stay at the very top until a nearby blaze launches fireballs at you. But before you build even higher, you realize something. Everything in the nether is trying to kill you, so why don't you replace the nether with something safer? After just a little bit of work, you're finally safe. You think your nether base keeps you safe?
Hey man, I just got this new monitor, but it's not working right.
Ooh, what kind of monitor did you get?
4K HDR, 160 hertz.
Ooh, nice, dude. That's hot.
It would be if I could actually use it. This monitor's stuck at 30 hertz.
All right, let me take a look at it.
12 seconds later.
If you tripped while stepping on to a Paternoster elevator, you might think you would get crushed to death between the floors, or fall straight into the elevator shaft. But most of these lifts have movable flaps between the edges of the car and the landing. So even if you tripped and got stuck, the flaps would just give way, letting you climb out safely. And the panels in between each car would stop you from sliding through the gaps. But modern safety laws are way stricter now, meaning you actually can't build one of these today. If you tripped while
If you take a Rubik's Cube and twist just the orange side to 45 degrees, you'll notice that this blue and green bits suddenly pop out. Then if you carefully pull on them and pull on the bottom pieces like that, it unfolds not just one, but two pieces that can spin around and open up to reveal little feet. Pull these two red pieces down so that we can rotate the arms out. Then finally the secret compartment, which you can only access if you push down on this, shifting the Rubik's logo forwards, then pulling it up to reveal a robotic head, which even has its own Rubik's Cube. And if you don't think turning a Rubik's Cube into a robot is crazy enough, see this button there? Watch what happens when you press it. But the craziest thing of all, if you reverse the whole process, putting the head and the legs back in so it looks just like a normal Rubik's Cube, then you can tell your friends that if you take a Rubik's Cube and twist just the orange side to 45...
Hey, where are you? I'm at home with our son. Are you sure? Yes. Let me hear him say hi. Okay.
Hi, Mommy.
Is that good enough? Yep, I love you. Bye. Where are you? I'm with our son. Are you sure? Yes. Tell him to say hi again. Okay.
Hi, Mommy.
Good? Yep. See you in a bit. Honey, where's your father?
I don't know, but this morning he asked me if he could record me saying, Hi, Mommy.
Hey.
I have 467 subscribers, and you might think that's small. But to me, it's proof this can work. I don't have expensive gear. I don't have a team. I don't run ads. I just don't quit. Every one of these 467 people subscribed because something clicked for them. And that's enough for me. One day, when this channel hits 10,000 subs, someone will watch this and say, I was here when he had 467. I have 467 subscribers, and you might think that's small.
Websites that can change your life? Part 68. Did you know that if you go to this website, you can make Minecraft mods by typing in anything you want? I told Creative Mode to make me a flying airplane, and after only waiting a few minutes, my mod was ready to go. And the best part is, the mods run very smoothly and they are super fun to play with. Websites that can change your life? Part 68. Did you know that
This man couldn't understand why his own cat attacked him every time she saw him. With everyone else, she was sweet and affectionate, but the moment he tried to approach, she switched into defense mode. She hissed, swatted, and hid, leaving him frustrated and confused. His family wanted to help, so they tried rubbing catnip on his hands, hoping she would relax, but it made no difference. She stayed tense and angry, always moving away whenever he approaches. Finally, they called a vet. After hearing the story, he understood instantly. The man had once been the cat's closest companion, but when he left home for college, she waited for him for years. In her mind, he had abandoned her. The vet suggested something surprising. Wear his old clothes so she could recognize his scent. Slowly, she stopped hiding, approached him on her own, and accepted gentle pets again. The bond she thought she had lost finally returned. This man couldn't understand why his own cat attacked him every
This man never got up from his computer, and it took 9 hours for anyone to realize why. In 2012, a 23-year-old man walked into an internet cafe in Taiwan at 10 p.m., paid for 8 hours of computer time, sat down at a corner seat next to the wall, and started playing League of Legends. He was a regular at this cafe, and after his first 8-hour session ended, he did what he always did, which was sleep in his chair for a few hours, wake up, buy another session, and keep playing. By noon, he had been at the cafe for over 14 hours, and even though a waitress noticed he looked exhausted and was coughing, that was normal because everyone in these cafes looked like that. By 1 p.m., she noticed he was slumped slightly to the left in his chair, but she assumed he was just falling asleep between matches like people always did. By 3 p.m., his head had drooped forward and his hands were stretched out toward the keyboard, but again, she figured he was just resting. By 9 p.m., his time was finally up, so the waitress walked over to let him know he needed to pay for more time or leave. She said his name, but he didn't respond. She said it again, and he still didn't move. So she reached out and touched his shoulder, and that's when she felt his body was ice cold and completely stiff. He had been dead since noon, sitting frozen with his hands still reaching for the keyboard for 9 hours, and none of the 30 people around him had noticed because they all assumed he was just gaming like everyone else. This man never got up from his computer, and it took
How to get started on the brand new public SMP. On this server, griefing and stealing is allowed, so run super far away from spawn and make a secret base. But most players do this making it too close to the surface or make an obvious trail leading towards.
Choose your living room design.
What's a button doing out here? Should I press it? Oh, could be a trap. Or a surprise, maybe. Oh, should I press it? No. Oh. And who places it here? Hello? I should press it. No. What should I do? Should I? Or should I not? Maybe I should press it. Should I press it? I need to press it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Or should I? Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. That's enough! I'm doing it. What? Nothing?
A button here, a button here, a button here. La 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 la. No!
What's a button?
How to make Minecraft less laggy and boost your FPS. Minecraft Java Edition is very laggy, especially on older devices, but there's a few things you can do to make it much better.
Why is the end colored black in the Nutella logo? Here are hidden secrets in famous brands' logos. So in Coca-Cola's text, the Danish flag is actually hidden in the second letter O. You see, they didn't design it on purpose, but once they realized it, they launched a marketing campaign at Denmark's biggest airport to welcome Danish people. However, the Hyundai logo is actually not just an italic H. In fact, it represents two people shaking hands, where one is the salesperson representing the company and the other is the satisfied customer. But did you know Toblerone has a secret animal on its packaging? You see in the mountain graphic, there's a hidden bear standing on its legs, which is actually the symbol of the city of Bern in Switzerland, where Toblerone originates from. However, the black N on Nutella's logo has an even crazier story. You see, its original name was actually Super Crema Gianduja, but Italian laws banned using the word super in product names, so they had to change it to Nutella. But a logo with this name already existed and was written entirely in red, so instead they changed the N to black. Why is the N colored black in the Nutella logo? Here are
I can't believe these phones actually exist.
You know how if you smelt stone in a furnace, it turns into smooth stone in Minecraft? Well, does it actually work in real life? YouTuber Janice decided to test it by throwing real rocks into a furnace at around 1,000 degrees Celsius. First, he tried limestone for about 12 minutes, but instead of getting smoother, it actually came out cracked and falling apart. Then he tested a bunch more blocks: granite, andesite, sandstone, and another limestone cube. Sandstone barely changed at all. Andesite turned orange because the iron inside it oxidized. Granite didn't change much either, and none of them became smooth like in Minecraft. So yeah, turns out real-life furnaces don't magically polish rocks. You know how if you smelt stone in a furnace, it turns into smooth.
Let's go to the PlayStation home screen. Let's go to the PlayStation home screen. Let's go to the PlayStation home screen. Let's go to the PlayStation. Hey, there's no button. How do I get to the PlayStation home screen? Let's go to the PlayStation home screen.
He begged his parents for a new phone, but on his birthday, they handed him a thick book titled The Rules of Life. Furious, he threw the book across the room. "I hate you," he screamed, storming out. His dad picked up the book and sighed. He wasn't ready. He opened the front cover to reveal a hollowed-out compartment where the brand new iPhone had been hiding. The boy returned hours later to apologize, only to see the empty book on the table. He learned the hardest lesson that day. Gratitude unlocks the gift, but entitlement throws it away. He never got that phone, but he learned the lesson. He begged his parents for a new phone, but on his birthday, they handed him a thick book.
Did you know how insanely useful the bucket is? You've ever played Minecraft? You've probably used the water bucket to save from fall damage and climb walls. But the bucket is useful in other ways too. You can use.
So I've seen these shorts going around where someone is in hardcore mode and they fall off a building, and the only way to save themselves and their entire world is to mace their dog as they fall. And I have two things to say. First of all, I'm killing the dog. Hey, hear me out. First, why do you need to mace your dog? You're wearing fully enchanted netherite armor and that's a 100-block fall. You're gonna be fine. Second, if you were going to die, surely that kills the dog as well, because the dog can only exist so long as the world exists, which is dependent on the player's existence. And unless you're gonna tell me you're logging in every day in spectator mode to keep your ghostly Minecraft dog so-called alive, and it's kind of not, let's be real, you're not doing that. I'm killing the dog. So I've seen these shorts going around where someone is in hard.
Day 15 of adding 3 people to my subscriber garden until I hit 10,000 subscribers. The 3 people I've chosen to add today are Beanies, Random Person 12, and Aloe Monster. Better luck next time if you weren't added today, and never.
Nintendo DSi Safety Manual. Don't put computer parts in your DSi. Don't play Operation with your DSi.
There's a secret way to get an extra hotbar slot. And no, I'm not talking about offhanding. Everyone knows you have 9 hotbar slots, which is brutally limiting for PvP. I mean, just look at all the weapons there are. It leaves no room for a water bucket or extra toad.
Who is the chicken actually running away from in Crossy Roads? In the game, the chicken never...
There's a secret way to get an extra hotbar slot. And no, I'm not talking about offhanding. Everyone knows you have 9 hot.
You think your raft keeps you safe until a pufferfish swims up and hits you. So you add blocks to make your raft larger, but when it turns nighttime, a water zombie starts eating you. So you make a little house and stay inside, but a guardian swims over and starts laser beaming you. So you build up higher until you realize something. All your problems are from the water, so what if you use sponges to suck the water away? Now you're finally safe. You think your raft keeps you safe?
When I leave and he's playing on his phone, and I come back and he's playing on his phone, I just assume that he's been on his phone the whole time. When I leave and he's on his phone, and when I come back and he's doing homework, I'm gonna assume that he just started doing homework as I walked in the door. When I leave and I see him doing homework, and I come back and I see him doing homework, I'm gonna assume he stopped doing homework when I left and started the minute I came back. When I leave and he's playing on his
Baby bees were literally just tiny adult bees before, but now they have their own texture with tiny wings and...
Here's how to get rich on the hardest Minecraft SMP. As soon as you join, run as far as you can and make sure no one is following you, because players might see you escaping and follow you without you noticing. Then dig down and make a hidden base. After that, make a sugarcane farm to make money, as there's a shop where you can buy loot and get stats.
If you order a burger from McDonald's and remove all of the items, will they deliver you a bag of air? To find out, we opened up a delivery app, ordered a burger, and removed all of the ingredients.
You're able to remove the patty and the bun. It costs $6.90. Wait, there's the delivery fee. It costs $11.63.
We placed the order and acted like we weren't standing at the door waiting for a delivery driver to show up.
We should probably tip this guy. Yeah, we should probably tip him. We're wasting his time.
Then the order arrived. Did McDonald's sell us a bag of air?
There's another bag. There's a box.
Yeah, they gave us air. If you order a burger from...
If you buckle a child into a car seat while they're still wearing a thick, puffy jacket, the straps sit on top of all of that padding, and it looks tight and secure, but in a crash, that jacket flattens instantly, turning that hidden padding into extra space the harness can't control. And with all that sudden slack, they can jolt forward far enough for the straps to slip off their shoulders, letting their upper body fly forward with nothing to stop it. So instead of a puffy jacket, use thin layers and buckle the child in first, then put the coat on.
So here's something you probably haven't seen before. A prototype. So here's something you probably have. So here's something you probably haven't seen before. A prototype tablet PC that was developed by Intel back in 2006. It honestly looks like some weird fusion between a tablet and a smartphone, and as it turns out, this is an early engineering sample for the ultra-mobile PC standard that Microsoft and Intel were working on around this time. Now, we've taken a look at one of these machines that did get publicly released. This one here is from Samsung, and these were basically Windows machines that were bigger than a smartphone, but not big enough to be a laptop or a full-size tablet. And this prototype is fascinating to explore because it gives us a glimpse at the early stages of a device category that ultimately never really caught on. So today we're going to check it out and see what it's capable of. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So I gotta give a huge thank you to a viewer out there for trusting me enough to let me borrow this thing for a little while. He goes by the name bishop.gov online, and if you're somebody who's active in the UMPC community, you might have seen his post on Reddit about this device a couple years back, which he told me he wrote after picking this thing up at a flea market for just $20 and was unsure as to what exactly it was. And it seemed to really surprise people in the subreddit, with one person replying that this is the original UMPC prototype developed by Intel that was written about in the tech press and shown off at trade shows to demonstrate this new ultra-mobile PC standard. And naturally, with this being a prototype, it's got a whole bunch of stickers just slapped on the back here. So we've got the device specifications up here, as well as a model number, and it also identifies itself as the pre-release Intel L3M 1804 software development platform, which you know is rare because even Google doesn't know what I'm talking about when you type this in. Its all-knowing AI seems to think I'm mistakenly typing in a CPU model number or something. There's also this web address down here where you could get tech support, but it just goes to a 404 page now, which, I mean, makes sense. This thing's 20 years old, so I highly doubt that would still be online. But it also, unfortunately, has not been archived by the Wayback Machine, likely because very few people even saw this URL in the first place and nobody bothered entering it in. Even if it was archived, though, I'm sure that you would have had to enter, like, a serial number or some login credentials to be able to view whatever is on this page. But it would have been neat, you know, if there was like some support documentation, like a manual or a schematic for this thing. I have none of that. But regardless, this is an incredibly fascinating device to take a look at. And with it
I tried to swim in. before I need to spawn. No. Don't slay me. Don't be ready to slay like Can you beat a snowman? Windows, your windows. No more unnaturally spawned golems. What? Do I need to go to school just to do everything? How can I? But I don't want to be slain by this iron golem. Why? I just didn't want to get all those golems. Where's my house now? I don't know. Let's go and stick with it. But first, I need to glass. and oak plank. Yeah. I'm building. But that's enough for today. Why don't I do it even? That's true. I would wake up at 7 because that's what I want. Also, I really don't want the iron golem. I don't want the iron golem to even spawn in here. This is why I made a spawner. Golems? I gave... What? I can mine the land. And I can't get it anymore. But... Okay, let me... Oh, why am I flying? Okay, so... Oh, door? Where's the door? No door. What? We need to use a sponge. No, it's an infinite water source. Glass block. I mean, glass. Not a glass thing. I would I haven't even finished the build. I did it.